magandang gabi dito sa Cayman at magandang umaga po sa Pilipinas. Magandang gabi din po sa mga taga Washington po. Sila joining us tonight is
Welfare Officer
Yes.
May Codilla and our Labor Attaché Angela Trinidad.
welcome po sa Cayman Bayanihan YouTube channel. And we would like to thank everyone who's online right now for supporting us and all those people who's coming online later. Tonight po, our Sugar and Spices here. And tonight po, ang pag-uusapan po natin is about informations. Where it's not only good vibes, but we're also talking about informations. Especially po dun sa mga workers po, yung mga kasamahan na po nating OFW na nandito po sa Cayman who are waiting for their repatriation po sa Pilipinas. So, we would like to start by introducing ourselves. Ako po si Michelle, Sugar po, and
ako po si Spice, Sanity.
and we would like also to welcome, like Ate Sani mentioned earlier, Labor Attaché Angela Lebrado Trinidad, and
Welfare Officer May Codilla and Len Enriquez of Travel Pros.
Yes.
Good evening po. Good
magandang gabi po. Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, Dion, we don't have
Audio.
audio.
Good evening po.
Good evening po.
Good evening. Can you hear us?
Good evening.
Dion, we need audio. Sorry.
Hindi niyo ako marinig?
So, sino muna magsasalita? Si Len?
No, let's talk.
Walang sound.
We don't have any audio. Sorry.
Diyos. Bakit wala?
Sorry lang po sa konting
Technicalities po.
malpractice.
Maybe while we're waiting for our audio, maybe Laba Trinidad can say something dun
Wala
po sa
may
ating
audio.
sa ating mga kababayan.
Yeah, good evening.
No audio also.
Hindi, meron narinig ko sila.
Saan? Miss Attorney, please.
Elaine, can you hear us?
Yes po, I can hear you po.
Okay, may sound na si Elaine. Miss May?
Hello?
Oh yeah.
Morning.
Good evening po. Good evening.
Attorney.
Good evening pala. Can you hear me na?
Yes, a little. We can. Okay po.
Okay.
Our attention was being called po by Labat Trinidad with regards dun po sa mga 20 Filipino OFW na nandito po sa Cayman who are waiting to be repatriated. I'm pretty sure ang naging issue po kasi nito is about their tickets and about yung mga connecting flights po nila na
Yes.
nagkakaroon po ng problema. So, who would like to start the ball rolling? Maybe Labat, you can say something.
Hi, good evening everyone. And naririnig niyo na ako?
Yes.
Yes, apo. At salamat sa mga nakikinig at nanonood ngayon dito sa Cayman Bayanihan. At thank you for inviting us for the first time, Sugar and Spice. At well, as you've stated, actually po, we are requesting some of our Filipino communities and Filipino leaders in Cayman, no, to help us how we could meet with our kababayans, no, who are there working. And of course, incidentally, meron ding mga workers tayo na may concerns at this point, no, they want to return. And I think that's also one of the reasons why we are here, no, in your program tonight. Thank you.
Yes. maybe we can enlighten po dun sa situation po. Kasi karamihan po sa mga workers na to are ready to be repatriated. Most of them are going for their rollover.
Okay, yeah.
May iba po na magbabakasyon but they change their mind. Mag-i-stay na lang po while, ang flights is napakahirap po kumuha ng mga connecting
Unstable pa.
flights. Yeah, and then meron namang iba na they're
For
going home
good.
for good. So, ang naging problema is because dun sa flight na napakahirap po talagang mag-book yung availability ng flight, kaya lagi silang na-extend. And I think one of the issue is yung connecting flight po nila, which is Hong Kong. Hong Kong now is restricted. It's only via Qatar na okay yung flight, but maybe ma-explain ni Elaine sa atin
Yes.
kung ano ang yung alternative passing through Qatar, kung anong pwedeng gawin ng mga
Yeah.
OFW workers natin.
Miss Elaine from Travel Pros.
Yes po. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. And sa ngayon po kasi, since nag-pandemic, Cathay Pacific, Hong Kong to Manila lang po yung flights na connecting talaga going to the Philippines via London. So nagkaroon din ng other option which is Qatar. Kaya lang po, yung mga tickets kasi ng passenger, hindi po natin siya pwedeng i-exchange to another route basta-basta. Kailangan po magbibili sila ng bagong ticket with an alternate route. Ang flights po kasi ng via Hong Kong is through British Airways and Cathay Pacific. So kung mag-change po sila ng route, it will be through Qatar Airways. And yung Qatar Airways flight po, ang under po siya ng Qatar Airways. So hindi po natin siya pwedeng i-exchange. So ang best option po na binibigay ng British Airways is to either rebook on a later date or to refund the ticket and look for an alternate route. Ganun po yung option nila. So, pagka po nag-refund ng passenger, it will take 4 to 6 weeks bago mabalik ng airline sa passenger yung refund. So, yun po yung nagiging problem din ng ibang passenger kasi bibili sila ng bago na ticket. Ganun po. So, ngayon kasi po, yung British Airways flight, confirm po siya hanggang Hong Kong. Ang problema po, yung Hong Kong to Philippines, either Manila or Cebu, hindi po siya nag-ooperate on Cathay Pacific. And restricted po ang Hong Kong. Ayaw po nila ng separate ticket yung connecting flight. Gusto po nila in one ticket lang at saka less than 24 hours magstay ang passenger pag magta-transit ng Hong Kong. Yun po yung reason kung bakit nagkakaproblema yung mga passengers at hindi basta-basta makakabili ng ticket na one way from Hong Kong to Manila. Yun po yun.
Okay. So ganito po ang naging i-recap ko lang yung sinabi ni Elaine. So yung mga flights going to via Hong Kong, yun po ang may problema, right, Elaine?
Yes.
So ang best solution is for them, dahil hindi naman pwedeng i-course yung ticket through Qatar, the
Yes.
only option is for them to refund
And purchase a new one.
No, refund first. I-refund
Aha.
nila yung ticket, which is the ticket going to via Hong Kong.
Mhm.
I-refund nila yon and then
Mhm.
magbubook sila ng flight via Qatar.
Yes,
Right?
tama
The
po.
only problem with via Qatar is the ticket is a little bit expensive, more
Yes.
expensive than Hong Kong.
Aha.
But we don't
Yes
have
po.
other options.
As of the moment, wala pong option.
Okay.
Kasi
And then,
pagka po magdadaan ng London, let's say separate ticket, kailangan po ng passengers na visa sa UK. So hindi po naman po pwede na pagka po separate, let's say ibang airline aside from Qatar, po pwede po yung pero hindi po pwedeng dumaan ng Pilipino kapag walang UK visa. So yun po yun. Kailangan po mag-apply ng UK visa and it will take time. So talagang hassle po talaga.
okay. Yeah.
Yun po.
Tapos kung magre-refund naman sila ng ticket, yung ticket
Yung
na dadaan ng Hong Kong,
i-refund
more or less
po.
how many weeks nila makukuha makukuha yung refunds
Usually po
nila?
kasi 6 weeks po or more. Kasi depende po
Okay.
sa BA or sa airline kung kailan nila. Siyempre, iintayin lang namin na mai-transfer ng BA yung refund bago kami makagalaw. Ganun po.
Okay. So, kung meron pa silang budget, ang advice mo is mag-purchase na ng ticket ng Qatar
Yes.
and then
Then
wait for the
i-refund.
refund dun sa
Mhm.
Hong Kong na
Yes po.
via Hong Kong na
Via
flight.
Cathay Pacific and BA. Pag
Just in
na-process
case
naman po
nakapag
yung refund,
Okay, just
pag
in case
na-process, sige
Mhm.
po, sorry.
Okay lang, go ahead, go ahead.
Kapag ka po na-process naman po yung refund, automatic naman po yun, ibabalik yun ng British Airways sa, let's say, sa Travel Pros, pagka-cash payment, ibabalik po yun sa amin. Then, ita-transfer naman po ng Travel Pros yun sa account ng mga passengers, kahit nasa Philippines na sila.
Okay.
Pagka-card payment po sila, automatic po ang BA ang magde-debit back sa card, magta-transfer back sa card nila. Hindi na po dadaan sa amin. Yun po yun. Kaya lang it will take time.
Okay. So, kung magbo-book naman sila for Qatar, how soon can they anong flight ang pwedeng maibigay sa kanila?
As of the moment po kasi as I heard sa press conference ng Cayman government kanina, mag-ooperate daw ang September 27. So kung meron pong September 27 na Cayman to London at ang connecting flight ng London to Clark via Qatar Airways is available on the 28, pwede po sila. Pero kung hindi po mag-ooperate, the soonest po is October 7.
So, October 7. Yung
Yes
October
po.
7 ba pwedeng i-accommodate yung 20?
Sa ngayon po meron pa pong seats available for October
Okay.
7. Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, but the
meron
problem
pa
with
po.
that is the government itself, Cayman government has not confirmed yet
Hindi
that
pa po
date.
sila
Yeah.
nagko-confirm ng flights for
So, yeah.
October. Yun po.
Elaine, dahil
Ba-
just this afternoon, nagkaroon po ng yung Cayman government nagkaroon po ng press briefing.
Yes,
And
apo.
they're opening for the third phase ng
Yes po.
reopening.
Mhm.
So, I even took a note. So lahat ng flight BA, there will be more flights for BA and Cayman
British Air,
Airways. But
yes
ang
po.
affected po natin is not the BA,
Yung,
right? Ang
not the
affected natin
BA.
yung connecting.
Yeah.
Connecting flight from,
Okay,
let's
okay.
say, London to the Philippines. Yung pong papasok ng Philippines po ang problema natin.
Okay.
Yun po yung nagiging problem. And yun din sana ang ire-request ko sa office sa mga taga Philippine government kung sa Washington, yung sa Polo office po, kung matutulungan nila yung mga passengers na humingi ng gumawa sila ng letter attentioning the immigration of the Cayman Islands na i-allow yung mga passengers na magstay pa kasi nga nagwa-wait sila ng connecting ng flights para sa papunta ng Philippines kasi hindi naiintindihan ng immigration yung problem ng mga passengers because the main problem po is yung connecting flight. Hindi po yung flight ng BA. BA flight is confirmed, but the problem is the connecting flight po. Yun po yung doon po tayo
We have a
nahihirapan.
comment or a question here from one of our viewers, Miss
Mhm.
Carmelita Ibanks. Would
Yes
it be
po.
best to ask the Philippine government to help our kababayan for flights from Hong Kong to Philippines?
Yes, yun po.
Posible po ba
Isa
yun
rin po.
dapat? Na mag-seek ng assistance ang Philippine government para magkaroon ng flights from Hong Kong to Philippines?
Actually, itong request kasi na ito, no, I think it was coursed through us, no, based on a letter na galing Pilipinas tapos sa balik sa amin, no, hindi siya nag-originate doon sa mga ating mga kababayan sa Cayman, kaya hindi natin nalaman na ganito pala yung nangyari since
Mm.
April, no. So,
Mm.
ibig sabihin, I think we received the communication last, kailan ba yun? Well off?
Saturday, ano yun, Saturday labat,
Oo,
Friday, then Saturday nag-meeting tayo.
oo.
Mm.
So, immediately, of course, no, we had to get the information kasi wala nga tayong information kasi galing sa Pilipinas yung impormasyon at
Mm.
kinontak natin yung through OWA yung mga pwede nating makontak, no, based sa pangalan na ibinigay. And una, doon sa suggestion, actually, diniscuss namin yan kanina, no? We are not saying that these options are closed. In fact, we are exploring all these possibilities. Kaya lang, ang una nating gusto nating ipaintindi sa ating mga kababayan, no? Medyo we are really in extraordinary circumstances, no?
Yes,
At
tama.
times, this would not have been like this, no, were it not for pandemic, no. So maraming
Mm,
border closures, maraming travel
correct.
restrictions, and then we respect, no, that each country, even those countries which we are considered to be transiting countries, eh meron din siyang respective
Rules.
restrictions and rules, no?
Mhm,
Kung
mhm.
sinong papasok. Kasi ano yan eh, exercise ng kanyang sovereignty, no? Kung sinong gusto
Yes.
niyang papasukin,
Apo.
ayaw niyang
Yes, yes.
papasukin. So,
Mhm.
yun yung, I think, isang inherent na limitation natin lahat dito, no? Una yun, ang consideration. Pangalawa, um, baka dun sa mga agencies or sa mga employers na nakikinig or sino man, I think it would help, no, na kung kumuha yata ng ticket, we were told na sana yung ano to, through and through, no, one ticket or one flight or one
Yes.
airlines,
Uh-huh.
or if ever partner with the airlines, kasi kunyari kung British, I don't know kung sinong mga partner airlines niya or companies na para diretso at
Mm,
nare-recognize siya kaagad, no. So
mhm.
pangatlo, of course, may iba kasi, no, may ibang sitwasyon na nakipag-coordinate ka sa Philippine government, pero yun na nga, no, kahit kami na nasu-surprise tayo sa iba't ibang regulations sa iba't ibang bansa,
Yes.
kaya hindi natin to control.
Mm,
Anyway, yun, isa sa mga options natin, no, na i-explore yun. Makipag-usap kami sa Polo Hong Kong,
mhm.
possibility, no, if there is a possibility to make representations or requests, considering the number, yung 20. And then yung
Actually, madadagdagan pa 'yan.
oo, and then yung ating sa embassy naman, yun din, no, isa sa mga pinag-uusapan natin ngayon, no. But of course, we are happy that we with your help, itong through sa mga Philcoms natin, natutulungan tayo kung paano makontak, paano
Mhm,
makausap, at pagtulungan natin kung paano natin gagawin.
Yes.
Ah,
I think
if I
kailangan din
may,
natin, yes, yes
yeah,
po.
meron lang kaming tanong kay Elaine.
yes po.
You mentioned about ito yung British Airways flights,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
then affiliate ba nila yung Cathay Pacific? But it's just Cathay Pacific is closing their flights or not opening new flights to Manila or Cebu or Clark.
Actually po, all the tickets po ng passengers na affected are in one ticket on British Airways and Cathay Pacific. So,
So,
Cathay Pacific is just the connecting flight, pero po yung ticket nila is under British Airways control. So, lahat po ng rules ng BA, yun po yung ifa-follow natin. So, yun po. Ang nagiging problem po, yung flight po kasi nila from Grand Cayman to London, then London to Hong Kong, then Hong Kong to Manila or Cebu. Ang problem is the connecting flights. Yun po yun. Yun lang po
so
yung nagiging problem.
you mean to say the problem is the Hong Kong government won't allow, or it is a government's restriction, or mismo yung Cathay Pacific is limiting their flights from
Yeah, they
Hong
limit
Kong
their
to,
flights.
yeah, okay.
Uh-huh. And
Naintindihan ko
also,
po yun.
opo, and then they limit the flights. Actually, they limit the flights. They cancel the other schedules. Kasi ang Cathay Pacific po from Hong Kong to Manila before, in one day, they have 4 flights. So, yun yung mga ano nila. Ngayon, they cancel the flights from Hong Kong to Manila and Cebu. And then, ang nangyari po, so wala flights na magko-connect papuntang Pilipinas. So ang pasahero, yung ticket nila hanggang Hong Kong lang yung confirm. And the Hong Kong government won't allow separate ticket. Gusto
Different. Yeah.
nila in one ticket lang at saka less than 24 hours po ang passenger na mag-transit sa Hong Kong. Ayaw po nila na magstay ng more than 24 hours ang passenger. So, pag aalis sila sa Cayman, automatic po hindi na sila pasasakayin kasi nga po wala yung connecting flight nila going to the final destination po.
Okay. The reason why I am asking this because yun nga, we know for a fact because galing po ako ng Cebu.
Yes po.
Um, we do also assist OFWs arriving
Mhm.
via international
Yes
flights,
po.
and we know yung Cathay Pacific is every day yung flight din before the
Yes,
COVID-19
everyday po,
pandemic.
opo. Mhm.
But there are, kasi merong twice a week ang Cathay Pacific sa Cebu. But
Yes.
some in a week. But
Mhm.
sometimes itong flight nito cargo lang.
Mhm.
Walang
Correct.
pasahero. So
Opo.
we just want to find out, are they limiting because konti lang talaga yung passengers, or kasi
I don't think
malulugi
so, ma'am.
sila, or parang uh, ninilimit talaga nila because of this pandemic, or what?
Siguro kasi po 'pag tumawag ka sa Cathay Pacific, hindi naman po nila sinasabi kung bakit ano, kung bakit canceled ang flight. They will just tell 'pag nag-check kayo sa website nila, 'pag nag-book kayo, open po yung mga flights, confirm. Tapos last minute po ika-cancel nila. So gano'n pong nangyayari. So parang ang nangyayari po, they keep on accepting bookings,
Doon na lang
tapos
sila.
biglang last minute, bigla po nilang ika-cancel yung mga flights. Yun po. Wala po silang binibigay na brief brief detail kung bakit po canceled ang flight.
Sige po.
Ayun
I
po.
think one factor din po yung number, they're looking at the ano, yung cost ba? The cost
Mhm.
benefit, yung parang
Yes
ganun,
po.
they're looking at the number of
At saka
passengers.
isa pa rin po, ang flight kasi po ng manggagaling ng London to Hong Kong, yung sa connecting flight po ng mga passengers, ang mag-a-arrive sila ng Hong Kong ng 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So dapat po yung connecting flight nila na sasakyan papunta from Hong Kong to Philippines is in the afternoon or in the evening. Ang nangyayari po, wala pong flight na magko-connect. Ngayon, parang isang flight lang ang Hong Kong yata, which is in the morning, pero hindi po pupuwede yun. So, yun pong nangyayari.
Hindi
Wala pong
aabot.
magko-connect na flight at ayaw po nila na magtatagal ng more than 24 hours ang passenger sa Hong Kong. Gusto nila ano lang, within the day or ilang oras lang po, gano'n. Yun ang po nagiging problem.
So parang hindi aabot talaga
Hindi po.
kung ano.
Tinry ko na po 'yan before, bago nga kami mag-ano ng concern sa government, tinry ko po na separate ticket. Kaso po ang nangyayari, hindi po meron po mga passengers before na nag-try na separate, hindi po sila pinasakay. So ang ginawa nila, ni-refund nila yung ticket. So gano'n po. So talagang ang nangyayari is kailangan in one ticket yung ano nila, yung mga tickets nila from the origin up to the final destination po.
If I may well off, so at this point, I think it is pretty clear na hindi talaga option na yung Hong Kong.
Sa ngayon po hindi pa.
Oo. Although, sige, ganito pa rin, no? Even if it's
Mhm.
not, kasi kung ganun yung circumstances, we will also try to make representations with our office dun sa,
Opo. Yun
sa Polo, Hong Kong.
opo, yun lang po sana ang ano.
Kasi, yun na nga, yung aming nakita namin yung time frame, no, na
Mhm.
reportedly parang April pa naghahanapan ito, pero yun na nga sa amin, dumating lang last Friday or Saturday. So, yan po ang gagawin namin, isa sa gagawin natin. And then yung we will discuss with and make representations with the Philippine Embassy respecting the yung immigration concerns, no, related concerns.
Yes, opo. May isa po akong meron po akong isang gustong sabihin. Ah, ano po, bale kasi po, yung mga passengers po kasi sa pulpa ng April nagkakaroon na ng problema sa mga flights. Ngayon po, um, bale ang nangyayari po, before Qatar Airways open siya, open. Ngayon nung bigla pong napasok ang Qatar Airways sa red list ng UK. So sinuspended po nila yung flight. So suspended po yung flight ng Qatar. So ang ginawa ko po, ni-refund namin yung mga tickets nung under Qatar Airways. And ang Cathay Pacific naman po is available. So yun po yung pinalit namin na option. And now, ngayon naman po Cathay Pacific naman ang nagka-problem. So yun po yung naging ano natin, nagkakaroon po ng ano.
So, ano po ang pwedeng gawin natin, dapat Trinidad, kung anong kung magagawa natin with the flights. Can we do something about um, Hong Kong, or are we going to advise these passengers na um, mag ano na lang, mag file ng refund and then purchase a ticket
Brand new
via
ticket, opo.
Qatar. So
Mhm.
kasi may immediate flight for Qatar. So I
Mhm.
don't know kung anong magandang options ang gagawin natin, or are we going to do this per person's case to case basis, o kasi alam
Um,
ko mayroon na pong iba, according to Elaine, may iba na Elaine na nag-file na ng refund and
Yes,
then they
apa.
book for Qatar, right?
Yes po.
Yeah.
Lane, magkano previously ang ticket ng from London to Hong Kong? Tapos ang difference from London to Qatar, baka pwedeng ma-cover ng OWA, hehe.
Bali ang price po ng one-way ticket, British Airways and Cathay Pacific, nagre-range po sila sa $1,900 or 2,100. Then yung bago pong ticket via Qatar Airways, one way is around 3,100 po.
Okay.
So magkano ang difference?
Magkano difference, Elaine?
So nasa 1,000 din po bale. And hindi naman po kasi na shoulder ng ng travel pros yun kasi iintayin pa po namin na ibalik ng British Airways yung refund. And hindi, syempre, hindi po natin alam kung magkano yung ibabalik ng airline. So, yun
Mhm.
pong nangyayari. Kaya
Okay.
hindi po namin hindi po mapalawalan ng ng travel pros yung kung bibili sila ng bagong ticket. Kaya kailangan po talaga nila maglabas ng bumili ng bagong ticket talaga and then iintayin nila yung refund. Actually, pag ni-refund naman po yun, babalik at babalik sa kanila po yun pag na-process na po. So, it will just take time. Usually po kasi ang refund process is around 6 weeks. Minsan lumalagpas pa. Kaya ang pinapakiusap lang namin sa mga pasahero, konting pasensya lang po sa pag-aantay ng refund kasi inaantay po namin din yon galing sa airline. Yun po.
So meron tayo
Yun,
doon
medyo matagal lang po talaga ang
states
process
na
na refund,
kasi isa sila po yung
lalo na ngayon,
dalawa sa
pandemic.
20.
Yan po yung nasa ano po, sa isang screen. Yung dalawa po dun sa 20
Kaya
passengers
po,
po
pasahero
na
ko po sila.
oo, nag-aantay sila ng
Mm.
ng um, nakikinig sila para malaman nila kung ano yung best options
Actually,
na pwedeng gawin natin.
mga ate, yun pong tickets nila, hindi ko pa po kina-cancel yung September 23 kasi nag-iintay nga po kami ng possibility na matutulungan ng government na magkaroon ng flight ng Hong Kong to Philippines. So, sinasabi ko po dun sa mga pasahero na affected, konting intay lang po, intayin natin kung ano yung magagawa ng OWA at saka ng Philippine government kung sakasakali na matulungan. Kung hindi naman po, i-refund natin yung ticket at ibubuk po kayo ng panibago. Yun po yung sinasabi ko sa kanila. Kasi talaga pong sa ngayon, pandemic, talaga pong lahat ng airlines affected po talaga.
And I think the point that the letter writer had raised was what
Mhm.
kung ano ang assistance na mabibigay ng Philippine government to them.
Yes, apo.
Kasi nga, it's been months since they had employment and of course they're not earning any income,
Yes.
especially that they're very under the strict watch of immigration in case na baka
Mhm.
may magsisingit ng part-time just to earn. Kasi
Yeah.
syempre nagbabayad sila ng rent,
Rent, food,
Mhm.
utilities, food.
Mhm.
yeah.
So,
Pati yung bayad sa immigration for
Yes.
extension.
yes, for
Extension,
every
for
Nagbabayad sila, and
extension.
extension.
that's $50 I think per extension.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
I think that's the point that the letter writer had raised kung ano ang
Mhm.
assistance na
Natutulong,
ibibigay
opo.
sa kanila ng Philippine government.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Actually, to address na to in a general sense, our responses with respect to repatriation kasi is quite templated, no? Meaning it has been provided by law and provided by policy guidelines. So kaya,
Mhm.
permit me to state that talagang sinistate natin at ini-emphasize natin how very important a contract of employment is that is verified by POLO and that we contact and have an employer, and that there is a Philippine recruitment agency in the Philippines, because in cases like this, automatically, no, as marami din kasing mga, kunyari, let me just cite an example. There are now stranded workers in some parts of the islands, Caribbean islands, but then because they were recruited under regular procedure, and they have the local recruitment agency. The local recruitment agency is taking care of all the expenses through the employer. So yung employer doon, siya ang nakikipag-usap din sa local recruitment agency at gumagastos, no? In fact, just to set the message across, since August 16 pa sila sa isang area. So August 16, ngayon September na, and then although of course we are very sorry that this happened, but the employer and the Philippine Recruitment Agency have been taking care of them. So ito yung pinaka-importante na gusto nating i-stress, na pag naging regular yung employment, may babalikan tayo. Kung walang pera man yung employer, yung Philippine Recruitment Agency natin, meron kasi siya lang escrow account no? From against which charges could be made if there are claims by the employees, including repatriation, sisingilin yung at idulo ko lang, kahit sa OWA, no, kunyari ang OWA is na at some point, dahil emergency, bigay siya ng funds, no, for repatriation of some workers. If these workers are found to have been employed through a local recruitment agency, OWA will have a recourse against the local recruitment agency. Sisingilin niya yan kahit nag-advance siya, no? So ito yung pinaka-importante na gusto nating i-stress sa ating mga workers. Now, I understand na itong mga workers nito, parang roll out, no?
Yeah.
Ibig sabihin 9 years na, but if
Yeah.
kung hindi naman natin balikan, pero kung balikan natin at nagbalik manggagawa siya at meron pa rin siyang recruitment agency at employer, kahit nag-roll out siya, pauwi na siya, dapat talaga sinasagot yan ng employer at saka ng Philippine Recruitment Agency. Now, yun yung gusto nating i-stress, no? And thank you for this opportunity na our labor migration system with respect to repatriation actually works, and it has worked even last year, no, when we have assisted the repatriation of 18,000 seafarers. Kung imagine natin 18,000 seafarers ito, pero lahat ang sumagot nito hindi Philippine government, kundi ang manning agency plus yung employer nila. Alam nila, no, based on conventions and based on commitment, talagang gagastusan at haharapin nila ito. So, dito kaya medyo nahihirapan tayo kasi nga ito yung sitwasyon, no, hindi natin we cannot go after the employer. We don't have a local recruitment agency, and unfortunately, our Filipino workers that are left, no, to shoulder their own expenses. Or if not, baka nabigyan, pero syempre dahil nga sa pandemic, no, napilitan na nakuha na gamit natin yung pera dahil hindi naman natin expected na mangyayari ito, no. So, yan yung isa na gusto nating, so ibig sabihin from the templated response, we will try as much as we can to think outside the box. Paano ba natin 'to gagawin? And at this point, yun na nga, we are happy that there are a lot of suggestions that we can also advance, if yung pakikipag-usap sa Polo Hong Kong, no, pwede nating explore yan. Kaya lang yun na nga, no, kung sasabihin nilang sarado na 'to kasi nga, baka Hong Kong government prerogative naman ito,
Yes.
talagang hindi talaga tayo makakapasok, 'no. So we will look for other options. As to the question of what can we suggest, of course we will rely, no, on, what we can do is only facilitate the, what's this, yung ang pagpapalabas ng tama at relevant at reliable information. Kunyari dito, sinasabi ng ating kasama dito na travel agency, ito yung nangyayari, i-confirm namin, no, at matutulungan natin paano mag-desisyon talaga yung ating worker, no, at the end of the day. Kasi at the end of the day din, siyempre malaking pera din yun, no, yung Qatar
Yeah.
na option. Pero kunyari lang, baka kung wala na talaga tayong option, yan ang ating pag-uusapan in the next few days, hopefully the soonest.
Opo.
Di
So
Well,
I
off
think
may isasagot ka.
ang best po na gagawin, kagaya ng suggestion ni Elaine, is just wait for a couple of days more. Baka mag-open nga naman yung Hong Kong at matuloy. So,
Hopefully.
at least, we'll have to cross our fingers. Pero,
Mhm.
yun nga rin ang sabi ni Laba Trinidad na they will also try and look
Yes.
for means. Baka pwede nating makausap yung Polo Hong Kong if there's any means na kahit siguro, I don't know kung kayang mag-special flights ng
Oo, baka,
ng
baka the next
Repatriate.
day, makikita natin C-130 na yung nakalapag
Yan.
doon sa airport.
Hong
So,
Kong.
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
rest assured na itong mga 20 OFW nito, na to, rest assured that the government is looking for means.
Yeah.
Travel Pro is also trying their all the possible avenues na mahanapan
Yes.
sila ng best flight.
Mhm.
Very commendable naman yung effort ni Elaine.
Yeah.
And then yung sa Polo side, sa Washington side, sa OWA side, they're also finding ways kung ano, and then going forward, kung ano man mangyayari maybe before the end of the month, yung sa date na inaantay ni Elaine na more or less baka mag-open,
Mhm.
doon mag-uusap na naman tayo uli. At maybe from there, at least siguro nakahanap na sila Laba Trinidad ng mga
Option.
iba pang means na pwede nating
Ato.
ano natin yung matulungan natin yung 20 passengers.
Puwede po sana ano, ma'am, ate, yun lang sana ipapakiusap ko sa mga sa Polo office, yung immigration sa Cayman, matulungan sana yung mga Pilipino kasi po they really have a hard time po talaga. Akala po kasi ng immigration do'n,
Kung sa
nag-aano lang sila na magpa-extend.
sa
Yeah.
kanila.
Opo,
Excuse
sana
lang.
mabigyan niyo po sana sila ng ano, ng
Nape-pressure na si Elaine kasi
yes.
sinasabihan siya ng mga Pilipino, Elaine, nahiya na kami pabalik-balik sa immigration.
Opo, tsaka
Siguro
kasi
yun ang
akala po
By
ng
the way, si Elaine po
immigration.
nasa Pilipinas.
Elaine is in the Philippines po,
Yes.
but she's
Okay.
connected with Travel Pros. So she's the one assisting po ng ng
Ilang weeks po ba yung extension usually?
Usu- two, 1 week or 2 weeks, depende po sa immigration ko ilan na ibibigay nila
Okay.
eh.
Depende.
Opo.
maximum ng 1 month eh.
Yes, maximum of 1 month.
Oo.
Mm-mm.
Yun ang
Okay. In addition to what
extension.
Labat has said, no, uh,
I think that
we are exploring all the options, no. We're still hoping na meron talagang mag-open na Hong Kong, and in fact, um, because I'm trying also to reach out someone at the Mactan Cebu, if they can also talk to Cathay Pacific, if they can do that, no,
Yes.
to really open a flight, and we will tell them that this number of OFWs are stranded in Cayman.
Mhm.
So I am trying to, uh, hoping that this person would also be able to convince or arrange with Cathay Pacific. So as what Labat has said, kami sa Polo and together with Philippine Embassy, we try to exhaust ano yung mga options for the overseas Philippine workers. Actually, hindi lang po dito sa Washington DC, kundi lahat po ng Philippine embassies, most especially sa Middle East.
I
You know what?
talagang
Uh,
medyo
pina-prioritize na lang
yes,
nila
yes.
kung sino yung pinaka-importante na ilabas. Kasi nag-ano talaga, limited ang flights, mahal ang flights, and third, uh, because of the restrictions, at paiba-iba every week ang restrictions. Kaya
Totoo
yung
po.
IATF nga sa atin sa Pilipinas, every week merong bagong
Yes.
guidelines,
And I
mag-revise.
think yung flight din po ata na hindi po direkta ng Manila kundi direkta po ng Clark, right po?
Clark,
And then
yes.
Yes.
from
Opo.
Clark, I know the government will take care of all the
Yes.
OFW po.
Opo.
Yeah.
Yun lang po
Totoo
talaga
po
ang
yan.
maganda doon kasi they will take care of the
Mhm.
OFW coming
Sa
home,
quarantine.
and they will take care of them up to the
Yes.
door-to-door
Yes, totoo
po
po
ang
yan.
delivery
Opo.
na.
Po, para po
That's true.
DHS yan. Door to door po yan.
Yes.
Door-to-door po
Yan
ang
po, totoo
delivery
po.
ng
Yeah.
And aside from
assistance
that,
na ibibigay po ng government natin. Yun lang po talaga ang very
Flight lang
commendable.
talaga.
I know a lot of Filipinos na umuwi na po sa Pilipinas at yun din ang sinabi. Even yung brother-in-law ko, they were assisted from the airport to the hotels where they did their quarantine, and then from the hotel, hinatid sila kung saan airport or kung hanggang saan sila
Sa
makarating even dun
province.
sa, hanggang, basta door to door po.
And food?
Of course, pati food po kasama.
Yes. Apo.
Accommodation,
Yes.
food,
Na-experience ko po
transport,
yan.
kahit po hanggang sulo. Sagot po kayo ng government natin. Kaya,
And Wi-Fi?
kasama wifi.
Meron.
Kasama wifi doon.
May
Na-experience ko po yan
concessions yung
last year.
quarantine eh.
Yes. Yun po
I
ang
experienced
maganda.
that last year.
And I think the two gentlemen has something to
May,
share.
may si-share po yung dalawa nating kababayan na nandito po kasama po natin at nakikinig din po.
Yeah.
Magandang gabi.
Good evening po sa inyong dalawa.
Sige, magsalita ka.
Good evening.
Good evening. Nandito ko lang, nakikinig.
Pagod na?
At sana pag may
Kumusta po?
pagbabago
Kumusta po? How are you doing sa sitwasyon niyo ngayon?
may pagbabago yung Hong Kong, Philippines para makauwi. Wala na. Paubos na yung budget. Kailangan mo naman mag-upa. Bayad ng upa.
Inaano po nila, mahina po ng konti yung audio nila, but I think they're complaining yung budget na po, nagdi-deplete na. So, yun lang po talaga ang ano natin.
Sige, magsalita. Sasabihin. Salita kayo. Hello, Ate Len. Sige, mahihain. Mahihain po eh.
Ano, kumusta yung status nyo ngayon? Nakakapag-work ba kayo?
Wala, hindi kami nagtatrabaho.
Bali hanggang kailan ka pa walang work?
Wala, July.
July.
July 4, nagka kayo.
So paano ka nag-i-stay sa Cayman?
Ayun. Yung dati tinitirahan ko.
So paano yung ikaw nagkataon yung employer mo may sariling o nagbabayad ka pa rin ng upa?
Nagbabayad ako.
O magkano yan? Ang mahal naman?
400 lahat.
400.
Pati utilities yun.
Okay. Ngayon, nakailang extension ka na sa immigration?
Dalawa.
So magkano binabayad mo sa immigration?
Nung una, libre.
Yung first stamp, libre.
First stop libre. Yung pangalawa, 50.
$50.
So, pangatlo,
Kailan ang deadline nun?
September 23.
23.
September 23. Okay. Kasi kuya, kayo naman po. Nakailang stamp to? Pares kayo?
Ay, hindi na. Ay, may passport yan.
Ano na?
May passport yan.
What do you mean?
Ay,
Basta,
may,
Oo nga. So, ganoon din ang problem mo. Meron ka rin problem sa immigration.
diba?
Okay. So, okay ka lang.
Ah,
Okay.
ito lang arong na doon. Yes.
Okay. So, wala ka bang tatanong sa labor office and OWA?
Tatanong namin kung sakaling sa kapag kami dadaan, wala nang budget na...
Pero nagiget nyo po yung sinasabi kanina nila na may problema sa Hong Kong.
Oo.
Para makauwi kayo is either i-cancel nyo yung flight na may connecting flight sa Hong Kong and then yung route naman is yung Qatar. Yeah. Pero alam mo kung magkano yung gastos na, di ba? Sinabi na sa'yo ni Miss Elaine?
Oh, sinabi.
Okay.
3-1.
3-1. So anong sisiw?
Walang sisiw dahil sa tagal na walang trabaho.
Oh.
Ano sana yung refund para dagdagan para
Oh, pero nagiget nyo po ba na pag na-refund po, hindi daw po agad makukuha?
Oh, yun.
Hindi daw po agad makukuha.
Ay kung inaano namin, kung baka sakaling magbago,
So yun na lang po yung inaasahan nyo.
sakaling magbago at pero kung walang magawa, mangutang na lang kami rito. Ano?
Nandiyan naman si Ate Sani, di ba?
Ay, mangutang na lang ng ano. Clear ticket ulit. Hintayin namin yung
Okay. Okay. Alright. Thank you po. Ano ko na po, medyo mahihain po tong ating mga kababayan.
Mahirap pa magsalita kasi.
So, I'm pretty sure po yung mga kababayan po natin, especially yung mga nanonood and then yung mga affected po ng mga OFW, atabayanan po natin, ganito na lang po siguro to finalize the conversation po. Atabayanan po natin first yung flight, baka may mga pagbabago within the next few days.
Yeah.
So, kaya sinasabi ni Elaine na hold on to the tickets muna for the meantime, yung mga via Hong Kong. And then, worst comes to worst, I'm pretty sure after this conversation, Lava Trinidad and Well of May is going to, find means po para magawan po natin ng paraan yung pag-uwi po ng mga kababayan natin. So, after that, magkakaroon po tayo ng susunod na announcement po from Lava Trinidad. So, and then we will coordinate also with the flights. Elaine will update us also kung ano man.
Yes, sir.
So, we thank Attorney Trinidad and Well of May for your
Washington
time.
po, maraming salamat po sa time. Medyo late na po dyan. So, thank you for bearing with us and for also assisting our kapwa OFW po dito sa flight nila. Problema ng flight.
Nag-patch in po sila from Polo, Washington, D.C. And Elaine sa Travel Pros Philippines.
Yes. Maraming salamat.
Travel Pros Cayman
Elaine.
po.
Pangalawang gabi na natin to, Elaine.
Opo,
Maraming
okay lang po.
salamat. Maraming
Thank you.
salamat.
Sige po.
Thank you.
Thank you
Opo.
po. Thank you.
Welcome
And
po.
have a good
Welcome po.
night.
Thank you.
Salamat po.
Thank
We will
you.
be back po. We will have a short break. Thank you.
Ano?
Yes.
Okay, and we're back. Sa mga late viewers po, we just had a very nice and informative talk with Labat Trinidad and well-off May Codilia regarding doon sa 20 people who had been stranded, who are stranded at the moment, and wino-work out pa po kung paano na ma-resolve ang situation. But before we go to our next guest, we would like to bid good night or good evening pala.
Yes.
Minerva
Shout
Lantion. Shout out to Minerva Lantion, Bing Reyes, Rolion Fuentes Victor Jr., Adonis Capillian, Carmelita Ibanks, Rhea Marie, Apple Mocha, Jen Castro, Michael Morgan, Lorna Natter, and most especially to our very beloved Sir JV Conjen.
Conjen, how are you?
Good evening po.
Good evening po. May
Yes.
buntag.
Oh, yes.
May buntag.
Good morning,
May
Diana,
buntag.
sa imo. So, tonight we have Miss Crystal Monje para po makipag...
Kausapin po natin siya.
Yeah.
I know it's been around Facebook in Cayman
Yes.
about Marife Monje. Siya po yung nasa Health City po ngayon and who is in dire need po ng help po nating lahat. So, andito po yung pinsan, right? Pamangkin niya, si Cristel.
Crystal?
Hi, Cristel.
Kumusta po si May ngayon?
Ganun pa rin po siya dati sa first na na-admit po hanggang ngayon po.
Okay. So,
Sabi po ng mga doctor is hopeless but we're praying po na sana po at least may uwi po sa Pilipinas na maging okay naman po sana.
So, ano siya, nakakausap ba siya?
Nakakausap naman po pero yung mga sagot niya repeatedly po kasi yung extensive ng
Gamot?
ng stroke niya is halos
yeah.
lahat ng part ng
sa hindi po nakakaalam, so sa nabasa ko lang dun sa Facebook post ng amo ni
tita ko po na isa.
Yeah, ni Robelin.
Opo.
Yeah. So the situation with May now is very very tragic or sad. Kasi she has sasabihin ko ba? Cancer of the brain, heart, lung, kidney and liver, and which it has already metastasized to her bones. So may skeletal metastasis po. So that's her situation.
Okay.
And not only her, but her sister also in the Philippines has stage 4 cancer.
Yes.
And unfortunately, last week lang din, namatay din tatay niya.
Yes.
So parang it's very
Tragic.
heart-wrenching.
Yes. Kaya po, I'm pretty sure meron na pong, you have already seen the GoFundMe. And then, meron po ding iba na nagre-reach out na rin ata sa family ninyo who wants to, ini-encourage po namin, you don't have to do the GoFundMe kung gusto nyo mag-reach out sa Monje family.
Directly, yes.
Directly, you can also do that. Wala pong problema. And then, in line of this, Bayanihan also had prepared a couple of fundraising para po matulungan si Marife at yung kapatid niya. And at the same time po, may isa pa po tayong kababayan na nasa Cayman Brac, si Ernesto
Lastrella,
na kailangan din po niyang mag-undergo ng
mitral valve surgery.
heart valve po yung problema.
Yeah.
So, kailangan niya pong umuwi muna siya sa Brac, pero he's supposed to be scheduled anytime soon.
I think sa 16.
This coming September 16 for his heart operation. So, in line of this mga tinutulungan po natin, we created a rock festival po para naman po magkaroon tayo ng fundraising. So, ang unang-una po will be this coming Friday na po.
Yes.
At
September
Kasinay.
10.
Yes, at
So actually, this month is called September Fest.
Yes.
So the whole September is a fundraising
For a cause.
For a cause. So every weekend, we have 3 restaurants who had committed to support us
Yes.
through this Rockfest event. Meron po tayong mga bands who are giving their talents, their
and
skills
time.
and time.
And time,
So
yes.
they're going to entertain us, and of course at the same time,
Nandun po yung Cayman Bayanihan po to receive donations and to accept yung kung ano yung mga maibibigay ninyo. Magpapas lahat din po tayo. And of course, may ticket din na binebenta, and we will have a
raffle.
Raffle.
So,
So kung sino po ang gustong magbigay ng raffle prizes,
yun. In-encourage din po namin kung sino po
Everyone.
gusto mag-sponsor po ng ng mga prizes during those evening. Ini-encourage din po namin para mas marami pong dadating, maraming bibili ng tickets, mas marami po tayong makolek para po kay Marife, kay Ernesto,
Lailani.
tsaka yung para kay Lailani.
Yes,
para
ang whole proceeds po.
We'll go to the three
People.
patients.
it's
Yes.
really for a good cause. Kaya this coming Friday po tayo sa Kusinay,
Sa Kusinay po tayo.
sa
17.
Canon Place po yun. Yes.
Sa Canon Place. Sa 17 naman, Hard Rock
Hard Rock
Cafe.
Hard Rock Cafe.
And,
And
the finale would be at Popo Jeb's at
Yes.
Saturday on the 25th.
25th. That's
Yes.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, but on the 18th, we're going to have a
Garage sale din po.
to add para po sa mga
In addition pa
Yes.
po dun sa Rockfest, magkakaroon tayo ng garage sale. I-announce na po namin, maybe in a couple of days, kung saan yung location po ng...
Naghihintay lang tayo ng permit.
Yes, nag-aantay lang po kami ng permit, and then i-announce na po ng Bayanihan
yeah.
kung saan. Antayin niyo po yung post ni Ate San.
Yes, and we are also encouraging everyone, if you have any anything na pwede nyong i-donate for us for our garage sale. Let us know so we can get the items. Just today, my sister Tang were around all over town to pick up some donations from couple of people. So let us know if you have donations.
Opo. At any last word, Cristel?
Ay, nagpapasalamat po ako sa inyo lahat, lalo po sa Cayman Bayanihan and the other people po kasi ay, naiyak ako.
Okay lang yun.
Ang hirap naman po kasi tragic talaga. Sabay-sabay.
Yes. Kaya hindi talaga talagang lahat kami parang yung bang as much as we can gusto naming makatulong, and I know, alam mo Cristel, ang dami pong nagme-message sa akin, Michelle, paano kami magpapadala ng pang-garage para makatulong. Ang dami pong nagre-reach out.
Sobrang blessed po kasi yung nakapaikot sa aming mga tao ngayon. As in, grabe, gumagawa po yung si Lord talaga po ng paraan.
Yes. At saka kung
Kasi kung kami lang po, wala po talaga. Hindi po namin kaya.
Hindi ko kaya.
Yung mga kababayan po natin na nandito sa Cayman, like what I've said, support the Rockfest, support the garage sale, and also support po yung, kung gusto niyo pong mag-direct kina Cristel, dun sa kapatid ni Marife, di ba nandito? Yung kapatid ni Marife nandito din po.
In fact, her employer was the one who initiated the GoFundMe.
Yes,
for
very
Marife.
very thankful din po tayo sa employer ni Marife.
Sobra.
They really go out of their way also when in fact roll over na siya dapat, di ba? Pero nag-assist pa rin po sila kay Cristel. Kumakatok po kaming lahat sa mga puso po ninyo, and tulungan po natin si Marife, si Lailani, si Ernesto. They really badly need our help. So kahit anong konting tulong po na maibibigay natin, that we can share and donate, ibigay po natin, at it will go a long way po sa pamilya ng pamilya Monhe at kay Ernesto. So
in fact, we're still counting pennies.
as we are doing the show, a couple of Bayanihan ladies are counting coins pa rin po. Kasi marami pa rin nag-aabot ng coins, marami pang nag-aabot ng mga konting donations na naibibigay nila. Kaya ini-encourage po namin kayo na to help. Lorna Saddam Nutter has a message. I invited my co-workers for the Rockfest. I asked them to bring cash to help with the fund drive. No credit, no debit card accepted kasi for now sa Kusinay. Yeah.
True, yes.
Sa Kusinay po, just bring your cash,
Cash.
po kasi
Or in kind. Cash or kind?
no, to pay Kusinay.
But you can also bring your donations if you have at the
Yeah.
Sinai. We'll also accept it.
Yes, yes. Nandun, may table po doon ang Cayman Bayanihan to accept the donations.
Yes,
po.
we're gonna be there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, wag niyo pong kakalimutan yung dalawang magkasunod na Friday, September 10
And
and
17
17, and then the following Saturday po,
is the culmination.
yung culmination po sa Popo Jebs naman po tayo. So, magkita-kita po tayo doon.
Yeah.
Crystal, maraming salamat. And hang in there, be strong.
Ay,
And
isa
hindi
naman-
lang po, isa, tsaka po, they need our prayers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pagdasal din
Please.
po natin sila.
And please share the GoFundMe and
Yes.
your Facebook so we can accumulate more
Funds.
money for donations.
Yes, yes. Kaya, hindi lang yan, pag GoFundMe, kahit saan yan.
Mm-mm,
So,
yes.
we can accumulate funds po para sa kanila. In that note, we will be back after a short reminder po. Salamat, Cristel.
Thank you. Tapos ngayon, problema na yung magbabantay na naman ko. Sabi ko, baka mamaya wala na akong work.
We're back po. Sugar Spice and
Everything Nice.
po is here. Anne is going to give us the update for the OWA. Anne?
Okay. For those OWA members that your OWA has been expired or first-time member and in need of assistance, the Cayman Bayanihan Filipino community is once again accepting OWA membership registration renewal application for the 4th batch. Deadline of submission is on September 30, 2021, and requirements are first OWA information sheet, which printed copies available at 26 Paxton Street, Smith Road, Villas,
Yeah.
every Wednesday,
The 26th
6 to
floor.
7:30 p.m. Or you can download form online. We can share the link later. And second is your passport copy, just the personal data, the first page. And then proof of employment, it may be employment contract, pay slip, certificate of employment, whichever is available. And the third one is, the fourth one, the last one is registration fee of 25 CI. We are encouraging everyone to be a member of OWA because you have a lot of benefits. You can have scholarship, you can have medical assistance in the Philippines.
And like this situation.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think some of you already know that the Cayman government had their recent briefing this afternoon. Tomorrow po, it will be the phase 3 of the reopening of the island. So phase 3 means airlines will resume flights, and this is not restricted only dun sa mga repatriation, but this is an open flight na. So
Ugma na tamag border opening?
flights will resume. Airline will resume flight, not limited to repatriation. So whoever wants to come to the island, they will accept as long as
You're vaccinated.
fully vaccinated. I reiterate, fully vaccinated. This includes tourists, those that have work permits,
Relative.
those Caymanians who went out of the country. Of course, they can always come back. And if you are, there are two changes dun sa phase 3. Yun nga, yung airlines will be open, and fully vaccinated tourists, which are over 12 years old, will be allowed to visit Cayman tomorrow, starting tomorrow. So, if a tourist or anybody coming back who are fully vaccinated, and when they check and verify your vaccination, if it's okay, you will only undergo 5 days quarantine.
Okay.
If you are fully vaccinated but they cannot verify your vaccination, you will have to undergo 10 days quarantine plus the yung tinatawag nilang PCR test the following day. So bali parang 11 days. So yung 5 days, bali 6 days kasi yung PCR test, antayin mo rin yung result. But for those that are not vaccinated, they have to undergo 14 days quarantine. All unvaccinated. So the government also wants to remind you guys, everybody who is not vaccinated, please, 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 avail the free vaccination. Meron pong free vaccination sa Camana Bay every day except Thursday. There's also a free vaccination tomorrow sa West Bay Town Hall from 4 to 7 p.m. Savannah MLA office September 16, and Prospect Constituency Office at number 33 Marina Drive on September 23. Everybody is encouraged to use, especially if you go to public places, to use mask and observe safety hygiene. Kaya ito po yung changes na mangyayari tomorrow. And like what the government is saying po, they will see what will happen before we proceed with the phase 4, which is October 14.
Okay.
So
we're back to mask wearing?
they encourage,
It's your option.
encourage, because at Isani, even if you're vaccinated, you can still get the Delta.
Yes.
So, and not having the vaccination, the full vaccination, doesn't guarantee you not to be affected by Delta and not to get sick. Hindi yun guarantee. Magkakasakit ka pa rin. So, they encourage, especially if it is a close, yung public area, to wear mask. If you want to really wear mask, you have to wear mask. Stay active, stay healthy, observe proper hygiene at saka yung
COVID protocol.
safety hygiene ng bawat isa. So kaya ini-encourage nila for those that are going to have their vaccination tomorrow, in a couple of weeks bago mag phase 4, fully vaccinated na kayo. So as you can see, they're opening the all airlines na ngayon, and there will be resumptions na sa mga flights, more flights for BA and more flights for Cayman Airways. So a lot of flights are coming in. So they encourage everyone to really be fully vaccinated and to still observe yung precautionary measures.
Airports lang ang mag-open, no cruises yet.
No cruises yet, just airports. So,
Okay.
magre-resume na yung mga flights ng ibang airlines. So, a lot of people will be coming in. Although, very strict sila sa check-up ng mga verification ng fully vaccinated na mga incoming na mga tao, whether tourists, permit holders, residents, students, basta anybody that's coming in. So, as I've said, kung fully vaccinated and your vaccination is verified, 5 days. Kung unverified po, 10 days. At kung walang vaccination,
14
full
days.
14 days. So, we have to,
Be cautious.
take precautionary measures and be cautious all the time, because the Delta variant is different from the ordinary COVID na virus. So everybody is advised to take precautionary measures.
I just read today regarding the TikTok, siyang gumawa ng TikTok, yung original na gumawa ng TikTok. Hindi naman daw siya anti-vaxxer, pero yung bang fear was in her. But when they decided sa family niya na finally to be vaccinated, it was too late because she was already infected or something. Ano nangyari sa kanya? Sabi niya, sa lahat ng hindi pa nagpa-vaccine, magpa-vaccine na, 9 days later she died.
Yes. That's why we should then take this virus
Seriously.
lightly, and also based on the briefing earlier, there are 52 breaches of the quarantine. So imagine if these people that breach the quarantine will be out and you are not vaccinated or you are unsafe.
Yes. You're risking everyone.
Although you will be the carrier, or even if you're in perfect health, but remember, you're going home to an older person,
A child,
person that has
comorbidity,
yes, o tsaka yung immunity nila is mahina,
very low.
so it might not affect you, but it might affect our
Others.
loved ones or our family members. So let's take care of each other po, by being responsible.
I think some of them were just afraid because there was this misinformation, disinformation, or some information that magiging zombie. So, kung zombie na tayo tanan, that's good because we'll have a party. Kung hindi ka nagpa-vaccine, ikaw lang ang hindi zombie.
Sabi nga ng
ikaw
joke,
ang
on a lighter note, sabi nga nung joke, kung ikaw unang na zombie, di ko masumlaude,
Zombie cum laude ka.
Zombie cum laude ka.
Kung hindi ka naging zombie, ikaw ngayon ang food ng mga zombie. Kasi ikaw lang ang hindi nagpa-vaccine.
Tsaka imagine kayong lahat zombie, di okay lang.
Party.
Diba? So hindi, but on a serious note po, let's listen to the medical people, to science, to scientists who really goes out of their way para magkaroon tayo ng vaccine and for us to be safe.
But I heard, hindi ako nanood doon, pero part lang ang napanood ko kay Governor Rupert. Nakalimutan ko ang sasabihin ko. Imbecile.
Yan na po ang sinasabi ko na effect ng
Adase, mamamayan nila ko sa Adase.
No, but sa totoo lang po, mas maganda na po na safe tayo. So we can move forward po and put this virus behind us. Kasi kung hindi natin to haharapin, it will still be within our community.
Yeah.
And ang community contamination and it spreads so fast. Isipin niyo po,
Contagious.
alam niyo po yung problema po ng mga kababayan natin kaya hindi sila makauwi. Dahil alam mo ang flight goes towards Clark because ang Manila po is under ECQ. So sa mga naririnig po nating kwento, sa isang bahay, 3 ang infected or ilan ang namatay in one home. Are we going to allow that to happen to our family? Are we going to allow that to happen to us? Let's not listen to people na nagpo-post sa Facebook without credibility.
Yes.
Ang gumagawa po nitong vaccines are people
Who studies
who
for
study,
many
who
years.
understand, who checks everybody's DNA, yes, tao lang po sila, but they're trying their best to protect humanity. So, maybe, mas mabilis siguro ang extinction natin, mga human beings, if we don't get ourselves vaccinated.
I remember now what Governor Roper said. He said this thing is going to stay.
Yes.
So it will be here for a long time. What happened like before the vaccine for polio, flu, dengue,
Chickenpox.
chickenpox and
Hanggang ngayon,
everything.
nagchi-chickenpox pa rin
Yeah,
naman
so
tayo.
now it will become a norm. So that's why every year may flu vaccine. So every year yung mga babies na newborn, may mga vaccine
Yeah.
to treat those DPT, polio,
OPV,
yeah.
yeah.
So pagka nakuha na siguro natin yung herd immunity,
Herd immunity.
well, baka pwede na.
Tsaka, kagaya nga ng sinabi ni...
It's just listen.
Lang siya.
It's
Andyan
still
na
gonna
yan
be
eh.
there.
We actually nasa environment na natin siya eh. Kagaya nga ng sinasabi natin, lahat naman tayo nagkaka-chickenpox. Lahat ng bata nagkaka-measles.
Every year
But-
somebody gets
But
flu.
because they're vaccinated na fight ng katawan natin kasi meron ka ng antibodies sa
Yeah.
katawan mo to fight for that virus. It's the same thing as this one. Going forward, years from now, this will just be a history like the Spanish flu.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, andito tayo and
We're making history.
making history and let's be a part of the history na I'm pretty sure naman somebody out there will not allow us to be in danger. And siguro yung mga let's just put our trust and full yung full trust and full belief in God na he will protect his people. He will not put us in a bad light. So I'm pretty sure na we just have to protect each other.
But we have to do our part
Yeah.
with that one.
Yes.
Because faith alone cannot just save us. Do
Yeah.
your part.
Yeah.
Like
Kaya, there's this a story about faith. May flood. Primero, konti pa lang flood. Tapos, yung mama, siya na lang naiwan dun sa bahay nila na binaha. May bangka dumaan. Sabi, sakay ka na. Sabi, hindi. Sige, ma'am, okay pa ako. Pataas na ng pataas ang flood. Hanggang nasa bubong na siya. And helicopter na talaga ang Tapos nung ayaw niya talaga sumakay kasi okay lang pa din siya. Tapos nung talagang maaano na siya, nasa tubig, sabi niya, Lord, saan ka nung kailangan kita? Sabi, Lord, nagpadala ko ng helicopter, hindi ka sumakay.
True.
So his faith should have done listened.
yes.
The signs were there.
Yes. Science.
Signs.
Yeah, the signs were there. But also the science and the doctors were also
Yeah,
given to
yeah.
us.
Mhm.
And
For security and for our safety.
If you guys also watch the news, alam nyo po, isa sa mga states sa US, and I think it's Florida, the doctors are going out of the hospital because they're really too tired. They even had a parang rally outside one hospital because they're really too tired. And alam nyo, tao din sila. And they also need to go home to their families. So, sila nga ang number one kasi sila ang frontliners. We're putting them all to danger. Siguro, this will become our extinction kung people who takes care of us are no longer there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I understand also from one of the news that the hospitals in the Philippines are full and they're now in the parking lots.
Yes.
actually, I have a friend, family friend. She posted in Facebook this morning when I saw it in Facebook. She posted in Facebook that she's very sick right now, but she cannot go to the hospital because the hospital won't admit her. So that's the sad plight. Kung makikita po natin yung, are we going to allow that here? Are we going to go back to mask? Are we going back to social distancing? Are we
Lockdown.
still? Yes, where's lockdown? All of us are back to work. Most of us are back to work. Are we still going to go back to being locked down and not earning anything? Mahirap po, mahirap. So let's take care of each other and maybe think about it. Marami pong nag-expire na who regretted that they could have gotten the vaccine.
Yeah, that's their last words.
Yeah.
Regret.
Yeah, and if you want to be still with your family, with your loved ones, it's really better to get the vaccination. Encourage also your family members to be vaccinated. What is nice here in Cayman, ang vaccination po natin is free.
Yes.
And you also got the Pfizer, which is nandyan na eh. So free ang vaccination. All you need to do is to find time, go to Camana Bay, like what I've mentioned. Thursday lang sila wala. But other days, even Sundays, nandun po sila. And then, may mga locations din po. Check po ang website ng government. They posted the locations kung saan po yung mga vaccinations. Just go there and have yourself vaccinated.
Have yourself vaccinated and have a chance to win the 100,000 award.
Yes, may 100,000 ka pa. Malay mo, ikaw ang manalo ng 100,000. Diba?
You don't know.
Last Friday, somebody won the 500 at DMS registration. Every Friday they do that.
Oh?
Yeah. Magbubunot sila ng raffle kung sinong mananalo.
Next week akong mananalo.
Mananalo. Dito lang sa online na Cayman. Magpa-vaccine ka, mananalo ka.
Yes.
So, on that note po, just to remind, this coming Friday po, Rockfest at Kusinay.
Yeah.
We will have 8 p.m. we will have 2 to 3 bands playing. Be there po, support po our kababayans po that are
The family of Miss Monje is knocking.
Yes. So support po. Magkakaroon din po tayo ng garage sale. So any
last words?
Last words at least.
Nagpa-vaccine naman ko.
Well, encouraging everyone to, if you still hindi pa kayo nagpa-vaccine, please go out of your way, please. Check the locations kung saan pwede magpa-vaccine. And also, don't forget our Rockfest. Friday, Kusinay at 8 p.m. That's September 10th. And then September 17 at Hard Rock Cafe at 7:30. Starts at 7:30 p.m. And the culminating Rock Fest is at Popo Jabs on the 25th. That's 8 p.m. too.
Lahat po ng hindi pa nakapag-register sa apply or something sa COA, do that. Sa Kaban, do that.
Yes.
And kasi these things are happening and kaya po tayo nagpa-fundraising dahil wala po tayong mga funds. Kaya
Yes.
We need your
We need your help and assistance. May message pa doon na marami pa po sa kababayan natin ang hindi vaccinated. Remember guys, permit holders tayo dito. That is a requirement for renewals of permit. And for us to be able to travel, kailangan meron kang vaccination card. So, it's safer. Don't listen to those
naysayers,
mga fallacies na lumalabas sa Facebook. Those are made by people who just wants to create yung mga confusion at mga without any scientific basis or medical basis. Listen to your doctors, listen to the scientists, listen to the announcement and kung ano po yung mga safety precautions na kailangan nating gawin. We are opening po, the island is opening slowly. So, get yourself vaccinated and at least medyo halfway ano ka na, safe.
So, for next week, we
will have a guest po next week who will help us with the our health insurance. He will discuss about health insurance and how are we going to go about, kung ano yung mga privileges natin, anong mga covered dun sa mga insurances natin. He will help us understand that, and we will accept also questions next week. And if we still have time, we will talk about yung aming usual na roundtable discussion about parenting. And also another reminder, there will be a clean up this coming Saturday sa Queen Elizabeth Botanic Park. What time yun, Ann?
10:30? 10 to 2?
It's 10.
10 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the afternoon po. So, just coordinate or just message Cayman Bayanihan Messenger for details po dun sa clean up po sa Queen Elizabeth Botanic Park.
Kung sino po mga available. Queen Elizabeth Park needs
volunteers.
Yes. Kung sino po yung may time po na to go there. Pag off nyo naman po ng Saturday, if you want to help po cleaning up Queen Elizabeth Botanic Park po. Or if you want, you can just go there and andun po sila Dion to
assist you.
Andun din siguro si Ann.
Magdala daw ng clippers.
Kung whatever. And then, if you have gloves, you bring your own gloves po. Para,
and hat. Kasi 10 o'clock.
Mainit po yun.
And sunscreen, please.
Sunscreen
and
po.
water. Lots
Bug
of water.
spray?
Bug spray. Yes, bug spray, please.
Yes. So, any more, Ate Sunny?
That's it.
Okay po. Dito po tayo nagtatapos sa ating weekly Wednesday Damayan. Ito po si Michelle, Sugar,
and Spice, and
everything nice. We'll see you again po next week. Have a blessed week ahead of you guys. Maraming salamat. We're signing off.
Good night.
Good night.
you